Hello everybody and welcome back to another bullet journaling video. Today we are bullet journaling for the month of May 2023. Let's light a candle and get started. First and foremost, I apologize if I sound a little funny. I think I have allergies. I've never had allergies in my life, but something is kicking my bootay, okay? I am not feeling the greatest, hence why this video is late. Again, I swear, someday I will get my bullet journal videos up before the start of the month. Not this month though, sorry. Alright, so this month's theme is going to be peaches. And there's no particular reason why, besides I think peaches are yummy and they remind me of springtime and happiness and warmth. So that's the theme this month. So I hope you like it. I hope you guys like peaches. I hope you like that kind of color scheme, because I really do. And I just think this is one of my most joyful, fun, easy breezy themes I've ever done. So here we go. As you can see, I'm starting off with some washi tape. Washi tape is my friend. I use it all the time. It makes a huge difference. And this theme is no exception. So yeah, washi tape is down. I think I use primarily 3 different types of washi tape this video. And now I'm working on the left side of the page, the little title page here. I didn't really have any grand ideas when it came to my title page and how to make it peach themed. Pretty much this whole video is just me throwing together different peach related stuff. You'll see what I mean. But on this title page here on the left, I wanted to write "Life's a Peach." Even though it doesn't really feel like it right now, I thought I would put that as my title page to help cheer me up when I needed it. And of course, this will be the page that I am actually drawing a giant peach. I have never drawn a peach before, but it turns out they're pretty easy. I am using alcohol-based markers this month, so as always, skip a page. And I really just have 2 colored markers in my hand, and I'm quickly going back and forth with the lighter pink and the darker pink, blending them together. I'm keeping that darker pink color just on the outside there. It's defining the shape of the peach. It's really making it look like a juicy butt, which, I mean, it wasn't intentional, but I like it. Here I'm just laying in another drop shadow to my title text. By the way, this font is one I'm referring to off of the internet yet again. I think this font was called Peachy or something like that. I don't know. I usually just look up fonts based on like a general idea of my theme, and I usually find something good. So yeah. I just looked. This font is actually called Cream Peach, and it's available on dafont.com. I always use that website to look at different fonts. And now we are on to making the calendar. Over here on the right, if you're new here, I make a calendar on my title page every single time, and this is the page where I track the days I read, I listen to an audiobook, or I do both. Because this is my reading bullet journal, babes. I track my reading goals in my bullet journal pretty exclusively. And now we are working on what I like to call the wallpaper, okay? Whenever I have kind of a blank background and I don't just want to fill it in, I like doing this technique, which I call the wallpaper/watermark effect. And pretty much this technique is just using the bullet journal grid to your advantage and drawing in little items, icons, illustrations, and do a repeating pattern, and it ends up looking kind of like a wallpaper in my opinion. So I just did little peaches, and I made sure that they weren't too bright. You know, they're more muted tone. They don't have a lot of detail or anything. And that really helps make it look like a wallpaper as well, in that, you know, the text and the giant peach are kind of in front, you know what I mean? Just a few notes I want to make as I'm finishing up this first spread. I will list all the important markers I use down below in case you want to know exactly what colors I'm using. And here I'm just continuing that wallpaper effect on the right side of the page a little bit. You see I jumped ahead. I added kind of a box and some blossoms there by Days Red. Yeah, a little bit of time had passed, but anyway, we are moving on to the next spread. And this is my books read spread. This is where I keep track of the 6 books I read during the month. So I always block off 6 different rectangles on this spread. And here you can see I've already started doing that. Maybe you can guess what I'm drawing. But I decided to do a, what's it called? A peach tree, I guess, with peach blossoms on it instead of peaches. I'm listening to an audiobook as I'm drawing this. I'm listening to Only a Monster by Vanessa Len, I think that's who the author is. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't quite finished it yet, but that is what I'm listening to as I draw out these blossoms. Honestly, this was a super easy spread. Drawing a tree, I feel like it's just pretty easy. I mean, squiggles. It's not supposed to be perfect, and that's what makes it look realistic, I think. And the blossoms are that same peachy pink color that I've been using, and I just go in with the darker pink and put little stars at the center to give it a little bit more of a blossom look. And then I go in with some green leaves, and that pretty much is it. And I think it's pretty effective. It really blocks off the space, and it still lends itself to the peach theme because, you know, peach blossoms. I do end up leaving the space between the branches pretty blank. I do put in a few lines just to map out where I will put the title and the author, but other than that, I leave it very blank, and then I write books read down at the bottom, and that pretty much wraps up this page. I do want to make note of something that is a little different this month. I am not outlining things like I normally would with black pigment liners. I'm choosing not to outline as much as possible, and if I do, I'm using a dark brown pen instead of black. And I'm doing that because A, it's pushing me to do something different, and B, I feel like those softer edges just kind of mimic the soft, fuzzy feel of peaches, and it just lends itself beautifully to the theme, as well as being kind of a challenge for myself. So yeah, just wanted to note that I'm not outlining very much this month. But on this page, you will see me outlining the illustration I do just a little bit. I found it was necessary to outline. I am going to be drawing a glass, kind of a champagne glass, but it's supposed to be a peach Bellini inside. I don't know if you guys have ever had a Bellini, but they're so yummy, and they taste like peaches, and they're sparkling and delicious, and I wanted to illustrate that here on this page, as well as a peach slice, and yada yada. You'll see what I'm doing. But I need to mention what this page is, because I've never done a page like this before, but basically it's just a giant calendar. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but I wanted a bigger calendar this month to have more room to write different things that aren't necessarily book related, but just to, organize my personal life a little bit better. So I did dedicate an entire spread to a calendar, and I filled in each box with all these pretty colors because I'm kind of obsessed with the color scheme this month. I just think it's so pretty and cute and delicious. So now we're on to the 4th and final spread. We are almost done. I can't believe it. I feel like that went by really fast. But here you can see I'm jumping right into another illustration. So when I think of peaches, I think of peaches and cream, ice cream, things like that. So I wanted to do this creamsicle and also a twist cone. I don't know. It felt like peachy Christmas-ness to me. This right side of the page, by the way, is going to be where I put my monthly favorite read. We'll go over there. I'm going to come back to that page in a minute, but for right now, I'm working on the left side of the page, which is going to be my goal tracker page. So here I'm writing goals, and then there will be 4 different mini calendars where I will, keep track of a few different goals I have for myself throughout the month. That sort of a thing. I do this every month, so it's nothing new. And now I'm back on that right side, and I'm making my favorite box green. And as you can see, maybe you can kind of tell, but I wanted that ice cream to be dripping down onto my May favorite. I just thought that was cute. I thought it was fun. I hope you guys like it. As you can see, we are bringing back that wallpaper effect. We're bringing it onto this last spread to really tie everything together to make the theme feel cohesive. And after doing this, that pretty much wraps up this spread and this entire bullet journal theme. I put a few white highlights on the ice cream, and I make a few mistakes. I decide I don't want to do the wallpaper on the full page there on the right, and I end up fixing a few mistakes you'll see in a minute. But for now, it is time for the final flip through. And there she is, guys, my bullet journal and all of her peachy glory. I just love how this theme turned out. It was so easy to do, and it turned out so cute, even without any borders, any harsh black outlining that I love to do. Even without that, I still really love it. It's so soft, it's so pretty. It screams spring, especially this second spread with the blossoming tree. I just think that's really cute. I mean, come on. It's so easy, it's so cute. I love it. This blossom spread was by far the easiest, which I think is funny because I think it was also my boyfriend's favorite. And I was like, oh, you like the easy one, huh? The one that took me like 10 minutes. Okay. Here is my third spread. I added a few details with a white gel liner, like the days of the week, weekly plans there at the bottom, that sort of a thing. But this spread just turned out really simple. I mean, the star of the show, of course, is the Bellini glass, which I added some bubbles bubbling up and out of the glass to, add a little bit of movement and to fill that corner, but it's so cute. It's peachy. What else do you want from me? And now we are on to the fourth and final spread, which is one of my favorites. I don't know. It might be my favorite. I just really like the ice cream illustrations on the right side of the page. Again, I'm just obsessed with the wallpaper effect. It just adds so much interest to a page that would otherwise be boring. And ignore my whiteout moments, please, if you will. But other than that, I love this spread. I think it is so cute. I just love this theme. It makes me happy, and it makes me think of springtime. It's the perfect theme for May, and I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!